Rather pray for them. But the message they have passed to have gotten to so many lives. Many people have been discouraged. Some will say, if this is how Christianity is, I better remain the way I am. When you hear message like this, if you don't pay your tithes, you can't go to heaven. And when somebody talk, you say, who are you? Who are you to correct such a person? When you hear message like this, that Jesus hates the poor people, and when you talk, somebody will say, what do you know? What do you know about the Bible? Paul withstood Peter because of the wrong message he was passing to the church in those days. When you hear message like this, without the righteousness and the holiness of a poor man, and when you talk, they use police, they use army, because they have the willpower to come and arrest you. And somebody will say, why did he talk? Why did he talk? Is he the only person that heard about this message? Why can't he keep quiet? We are not keeping quiet because we will not keep quiet because souls of the people. We are not going to keep quiet because the message is turning the heart of people from God to themselves. And today, if you're not rich, you are if you are the worst. You are not even a child of God. That is the message they've passed to us. And when you try to correct it, they ask you, who are you? Paul corrected Peter. The dissemination you are causing in the church is causing harm to the extent Brother Barnabas nearly backslid because of what Peter is teaching. And somebody will say, quiet. We've lost a lot of people. We've lost a lot of souls. We've lost people who are supposed to be mighty men in the kingdom because of messages like this, and nobody is talking. Paul rebuked Peter, who is like a founding founder of the early church. Paul rebuked Peter. Peter, whom Christ looked at and said, because of the truth you know, upon this rock I build my church. Paul rebuked Peter, who have the direct contact, who have dined with Christ, who have walked everywhere with Christ, who have maybe slept in the same room with Christ. Paul rebuked him. And Peter did not pick offense. What are we seeing today? When you rebuke the so-called father, he uses the church members, or they will use police or army to arrest you for rebuking father. In short, other pastors will say, you cannot insult my father and I'm here. It's even themselves that will even do the arresting. Paul rebuked Peter because it's causing problem in the church. Because it's causing division in the church. When you hear messages that is not leading you back to Christ, when you're hearing messages that is not leading you back to Christ, and somebody is boiling and say, this is not the gospel, this is another gospel, and somebody will say, shut up your mouth, what do you know? Paul rebuked Peter, because this is not the message Christ brought. Christ brought love. It was love that made him to leave his throne in heaven and come to this world and die as a poor man. He received the poorest or the meanest death in this earth. And here is Peter, who witnessed this suffering, who witnessed the death of Christ, who witnessed everything Christ have taught. And the same Peter is causing this love in the church. The same Peter who was in a trance and the Lord showed him animals and said, kill and eat. The same Peter said, no. Since I was born, in the book of Acts in chapter 11, since I was born, I have not eaten any unclean thing. No unclean thing has come into my mouth. And the Lord said, kill and eat. Why callest thou what the Lord have made clean? Unclean. The same Peter, when he woke up from the trance, he saw 3 men at his door. That is what led to the conversion of Cornelius.